seen enough of these matinee games, so what's the difference between when you think, if you've seen your team play well in them and versus when the concerns that you spot like right away with these kind of games?
What's the question?
I'm saying, when in matinee games, what have you seen has worked with this team and their approach, like how they play well, and versus when they haven't played well in these matinee games?
I don't know. I wish I knew, cause then I could do something different, but, I mean, I don't know. You know, we're meeting 40 on the clock today, so we didn't have a chance to do a walkthrough, cause we just played them, so, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a look, or something they do, or something they say to let you know they're gonna play well or not.
And just to follow up, like the shooting for, in my observation, shooting for these games can be a little tricky, especially at the beginning. You know, the team has had some bouts with making shots that they normally make, but at the same time, when you get to the paint, you've said a lot in the last week or so, like the more you touch the paint, the better everything is, whether you're finishing the paint or kicking out. Like how do you kind of emphasize that more against what Golden State does defensively?
Yeah, I think, you know, we're attacking the paint, and, you know, they're closing out, or, you know, Draymond's helping low man, and we can spray it out for threes, and we can drop a closeout again and get into the paint. And so, last game I thought we had some good clips of that, but we can do it even more. I think we don't have to hold it and get stagnant. We can get to the next option. When you swing it, you know, we can drive closeouts and get into the paint. And so, something we got to keep working on and keep talking about, but we know we touch the paint, we're a different team.
And Coach, after the loss on Thursday, you said you wanted to see your offense get your team get into your offense quicker after makes.
Yeah.
Is that just guys not being in the right place at the right times, or the pace not being good enough?
Just the pace being better. You know, I think we have 15 times after makes where we got our first trigger, and it happened to 14 or less on the clock. And so, you know, after makes, we got to get it up, call what we're trying to get into, and get into it quicker.
When you have a game like the other night when Steph was held relatively in check the first 3 quarters, but you know, Brandon, Kuminga, Moses Moody, all those guys kind of did all the extra things for him. But I guess how acceptable is it to have a game where Steph's held in check but the other guys kill you versus vice versa, where Steph kills you but you hold the other guys in check?
I don't know. I mean, I thought their bench came in and they played well, you know, and so, like I said, Steph not having the big games that he usually has, and, you know, you have a chance to, you know, keep Steph in check a little bit, you know, because I thought defensively we did some good things, but, you know, like you said, the guys coming off the bench, you know, they all with pluses, and they all play well, and so we just got to make sure we have the right mindset when those guys come in the game. Like, we do the scout reports, we understand what they do, how they play, how they score the basketball, and so we just got to be locked into doing that.
So was them kind of getting off strictly a mindset issue in your opinion?
We just didn't do it. We didn't stop them. They ain't do nothing tricky. I mean, they're going to crash the offensive glass, they crash the glass. They're going to shoot threes, he shot threes. Kuminga's going to drive, Sar's going to post small guards, you know, so we know what they're going to do. And so we just got to be ready to take those things away.
So you had a little bit of both this week coming down. When you look at the game, especially where so struck after you said this is what it's supposed to look like, how do you reinforce that aside from the regular group film and
Every
all that
day.
stuff?
I think we got to do it every day.
Private conversations with guys? What do you
Yes, I think just a conversation, just, you know, it's gonna happen every 2 or 3 games. We just gotta just keep reminding the guys of how we wanna play and what we wanna do. And what we gotta understand is we have 4 guys that has been in the league 13 to 15 years, and they've done it their way for so long. And so sometimes when things are not going right, you kind of revert back to going back to what you know. And so just staying on the guys and continue to keep doing the things we need them to do. And so it's just gonna come, and like you said, and they're trying, and so we can't fault the guys for that, but we do gotta be better and be more consistent.
What do you find most effective to get through to a veteran guy like that?
Just a constant communication. I think the video, the talks, and just keep reminding those guys, like, you know, what we need them to do. And so that's the biggest thing.
What have you seen out of Zoo in recent weeks? He seems healthier than he was to start the season. Kind of how have you seen him grow alongside James?
Yeah, I mean, he's feeling better. That's one. And then just every day, after shoot around, after practice, you know, James is grabbing Tice, he's grabbing Zoo, and just showing him pick and roll angles, when to roll, how to roll, the spacing with the rolls. And he's been making Zoo's life easy.
Morning, Ty. Westbrook with 6 offensive rebounds in the last game, seemingly all in the 4th quarter. Guys you played with or have coached, where does he rank as far as determination, and how can that kind of help the team and other guys feed off of that?
Yeah, right at the top, you know, just the way he plays every single night, you know what you're gonna get. And so, that's the great thing about Russ, you know, no matter if he comes off the bench, if he's starting, whatever, you know, you're gonna get the same effort and same intensity every single night.
Just had a quick follow, thank you. I know last game you were asked about, you know, coaching with Steve. Do you have any recollection of playing against him? Was it early in your career, late in his, and did that ever come up in conversation?
Yeah, we got a picture of me and Steve playing against each other when he was with the Spurs and I was with the Lakers. But that's about the last thing I remember is when we played. He played for the Spurs and I played for the Lakers. Yeah.
Did you get him?
I don't know. The caption said something like the last time the Spurs didn't make the play. I don't know. It was something crazy. I gotta look at my phone, but it was something crazy. Cause I know Tomer's trying to get all the information. Am I done?
Thank you.
All the information. Don't leave anything
Love hanging out.